Alright, most bettors do not have idea about this hidden secrets on how to predict total goals or how to do total goals for correct score predictions or correct score analysis. Meaning that you are predicting for correct scores. You are predicting for correct scores. But you have to know the total goals that both teams are playing at the end of the match before you can predict for correct score. Then you share the goals for both teams or you give the goals to one team due to your analysis and everything. You win at the end of the day. So let's move on. Let's say the first match that we are predicting for today, or we are using it for the analysis, is Brighton and Nottingham Forest. Brighton and Nottingham Forest. So first step, before you can predict for correct score, you have to check the total goals that both teams are scoring. The total goals that both teams are scoring at the end of the day, because I don't know if other betting applications can do this analysis or what, but in Sportybet they will give you more market strategy to bet on, like 2.5 goals, 3.5 goals, 4.5 goals, and others. So for this strategy, we are going to focus on overs and unders. Overs and unders. That is the total goals for the match or for the matches. So first thing to do is to check the total goal of Brighton and Nottingham Forest. Let's say maybe you are using different teams, you are predicting for different teams, but for now we are doing it for Brighton and Nottingham Forest. So you can see that for over 2.5 goals, the total odds is ranging from 1.77. Yes, over 2.5 goals, the total odds is over 1.77. And we are looking for odds which is under 2 odds for the total goals. Odds which is under 2.0. So if the odds is over 1.99, we are taking it. 1.5, we are taking it. 1.1 above to 1.99, we are taking it. But if it is 2.1, 2.2, we are not taking that odds. So you can see that Brighton and Nottingham Forest is having over 2.5 goals. Odds is 1.77, and that is what we want. Let's check on the over 3.5 goals. Yes, this is what I'm saying. You can see that over 3.5 goals, they are having 2.95 odds, and it is very hard. It is hardly for over 3.5 goals to happen for this game, like 3 or more goals or 4 or more goals. So as 3.5 odds over 3.5 goals is having 2.95 odds, that means it is hardly for 3.5 goals to happen at the end of the day. So let's go for over 2.5. Okay, so if you can see, over 2.5 goals is having 1.77 odds. That means it is perfectly highly percentage to happen. Second step is that you will go inside the team or the matches. You go inside the matches, both teams, and check the goals that both teams are scoring. Both teams are scoring. Let's say You check the goals that home team is scoring and the goal which away team is scoring. That is when you are going to share the goals for the both team. So let's say this match is ending up to 3 or 4 goals. 3 or 4 goals. That is over 2.5. Over 2.5. So let's say at least 3 goals. 3 goals for this match. So when you open the match like this, you can see that over 2.5 here is having 1.77 odds, and that is what we want. So they are saying that Sportybet is saying that this match will end up to 3 goals, at least 3 goals. So who is going to score the 3 goals? That is the problem. I know you guys are asking yourself. It is away team or home team, or both teams are going to score. So you go upward and select goals at the top there, at the top of the markets here. Now you select goals and you check that you can see that home team over and under. So home team over 0.5 is playing on 1.11 odds. Home team over 0.5 is playing on 1.11 odds. And the same home team over 1.5, that means 2 goals and above, is playing on 1.55 odds. That means it is highly probability for home team to score 2 goals. It is highly probability for home team to score 2 goals. And home team to score 3 goals, that is over 2.5, is very hard to happen. You can see the odds is ranging from 2.65, so it is very hard to happen, as we are expecting the odds to be only 2 odds or under 2 odds. The odds must be under 2 odds. So home team is having over 1.5 goals. Odds is 1.55. That means home team can score 2 goals. But remember that the Sportybet predicted for the whole match to end up with 3 goals. The whole match to end up with 3 goals. And that is here. That is, you can see the over 2.5 goals is having 1.77 odds. So the whole match, at the end of the whole match, the total goals must be 3 and above. 3 goals, at least 3 goals. So as we are checking the goals for home and away, Sportybet has predicted that home team can score 2 goals out from the 3 goals. Home team can score 2 goals out of the 3 goals. So if that, then how many goals left from that 3 goals? 1. I know you are saying 1. So when you come to away team, when you come down, you find away team over and under. And you can see that over 0.5, that is 1 goal for away team is 1.81. 1.81. 1.81. And it is perfectly for away team to score 1 goal. Away team to score 1 goal. So if you can see this match, the prediction or the correct score for this match is 2-1 against away team. So home team is scoring 2 goals and away team is scoring 1 goal. That is the prediction for correct score and how to predict total goals for match, and use the total goals to predict correct score for both teams. I hope you guys understand what I'm really teaching you here. So this game could be end up with 3 goals, which is 2-1 for home team and against away team, because home team will score 2 goals and away team will score 1 goal. So if probably that couldn't happen, as it is a football match and there is no 100% in a football, it can it can change. The prediction can change, but for highly percentage, 99 percentage for 2-1 to happen in this game is very high because of this strategy that we just used to predict. I hope you guys really following the strategy and you're understanding what I'm trying to tell you. So if this couldn't happen, then all the 3 goals could happen for home team. All the 3 goals could happen for home team. So if 2-1 couldn't happen, home team could score 2-0 or 3-0. 2-0 or 3-0. Yes. So the correct score for this game could be 2-0, 3-0 or 2-1. 2-0, 3-0 or 2-1. Okay. So let's try another match and see what happened. Let's go for another match and see what happened. And through this, I think I'm giving you correct score. Yeah, because we are all predicting it together. We are all predicting it together. So I think I'm giving you correct score. And if you can see Crystal Palace versus Wolverhampton. Crystal Palace versus Wolverhampton. And this game too, we are going to see if Sportybet will give us the correct score and we use our strategy and prediction to choose the correct score for this game for Crystal Palace versus Wolverhampton. So first step, you click on the match like this to open the match stats. When you open the match like this, first thing to do is that you check the total goals of the match. Total goals of the match. The goals which is going to happen at the end of this match. By checking these goals, you have to look up to overs and unders. Overs and unders. So you can see over 1.5, over 0.5 here is 1.09 and is highly percentage to happen. And over 1 is 1.12, highly percentage to happen. Over 1.5 is 1.43, highly percentage to happen. Over 2 is 1.71, highly percentage to happen. Over 2.5 goals is 2.30, and this is very hard to happen. This is hard, a little bit hard to happen. So 3 goals could be a little hard to happen, but it could happen. But for us to be fair on this strategy, 2 goals, exact 2 goals is happening for this game. That is what Sportybet has predicted for today, for this match. 2 goals, exact 2 goals. If you can see the total odds is lesser than 2 odds. It's lesser than 2 odds. So it's highly percentage for 2 goals to happen at the end of this game. The next step is that you check the goals of both teams. The goals of both teams. So when you go to the goals, first home team is the first to see. So you can see that the home team is having the percentage or the probability to score 1 goal. Like you can see the odds is ranging from 1.32 odds. 1.32 odds. And as it's ranging from 1.32 home team can score 1 goal, 2 goal and above. because the odds given to the one goal for home team to score over 0.5 is very low. Is very low. So we can score at least 1 or 2 goals. When you come to over 1.5 for home team, you can see that it is a little bit hard to happen. A little bit hard to happen over 1.2 goals, like 2 or more goals, like 2, 3 goals. It is very hard for home team to score that goal. But when you come to away team 2 is having 0.5 goals to be 1.51 odds. 1.51 odds. So that means away team 2 is having 1 goal to score. Away team 2 is having 1 goal to score. So without wasting much time, Sportybet has predicted that this match could end up with 2 goals, and we have shared the goals for the teams that home team can score 1 goal and away team can score 1 goal, making it 2 goals. Or home team is having the percentage, the highly percentage to score all the 2 goals. Home team, that is Crystal Palace, is having the highly percentage to score all the 2 goals over here. If you can see the odds given to home team, it's very lesser than the odds given to away team for the 1 goal. Okay, so let's choose last but not the least, last one match to predict or to see how that 1-2 goes. Let's see the last match, and let's see what that one will go. So let's use Sevilla versus Valencia. Sevilla versus Valencia. And then this game too, let's click on the game. That is the first thing to do. Just open the game. Open the match and see everything clearly. Just open the match. And after opening the match, this is what you will see. You will see overs and unders, the goals that both teams are scoring, everything. First half goals, booking, everything. So this match too, if you can see their overs and unders, they are having 0.5 goals to happen at 1.07 odds, and 1.5 goals to happen at 1.33 odds, and then 2.5 goals to happen at 200 odds. That is the maximum odds that we are looking for. So the exact goal to happen in this match is 3 goals. Exact goal to happen in this match is 3 goals. That is over 2.5. And it could happen. A highly percentage for it to happen is very high. The next thing to do is go to goals. Go to goals. If you enter goals for the both team, you see that home team is having highly percentage to score over 0.5. Home team is having the highly percentage to score over 0.5. And for the over 0.5, it's having 1.27 odds. And remember this, anytime odds is given to any market like 0.5 or 1.5, and the odds is ranging under 130, that means the team can score above that goal that given to the team. So home team is having over 0.5 goals under 1.27 odds, and it's under 1.30 odds. So the home team can score over 1.5, like 1 goal, 2 goals and above. When you come down to the away team, you can see that away team 2 is having the 0.5 goals and the 1.40 odds. 1.40 odds. So probability for away team 2 to score 1 goal or 2 goal is very high. 1 or 2 goal is very high. And as uh, Sportybet has given us that the total goals must be 3 goals. Then, if you can see, away team odds is very higher than the home team odds, and if the odds is high, that means it is very hard for that goal to happen. So we are giving home team 2 goals to score and away team 1 goal to score. 2 goals to score for home team and 1 goal to score for away team. So guys, this is how you can predict total goals for an actual match and use that goals to predict for correct score. Use that goal to predict for correct score. I've already teaching you I've already talked to you with a few strategy in the first video I post on how to do correct score, and how do correct score happen for others, or how do correct score happen for others. Now I've already posted that video. So in this video I'm teaching you how you can predict for total goals and use that total goals to predict for your own correct score. And bet me, if you use these steps very well and you use this strategy very well, you can predict correct score every day for yourself. You can predict correct score every day for yourself. So thank you very much for being part of this family, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if this is your first time visiting, or you've not subscribed to this channel. Just click on the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video or a new update, you get the video and you watch and we move on. I hope you guys are really understanding what I'm teaching you right here. We are not using any application now for this correct score, although we are having an accurate application for correct scores, and I'll teach that one later for you. But for now, we are using only Sportybet predictions to do the prediction, to analyze for total goals for match and use the total goals to predict for correct score for the match. So here we end, and I hope you guys understand very well. If you don't understand, just go back and start watching the video till the end, and you get to understand everything here. Thank you. Bye bye.